Tales, fables, and stories that touch. This is not just a tale. These are whispers, echoes from the firelight, of mothers who told them and children who listened. Tales carried on the wind, woven into the soul of the land. Welcome to my African folktale.
My African folktale.
We buried her at dawn, but she was seen walking home at dusk. An African folktale told by an eyewitness. They say death is final. Once someone is gone, that's it. But after what happened to Tola, I'm not so sure anymore. We buried her at dawn. I helped dig the grave. And that same day, just before nightfall, people saw her walking home. Yes, you heard me. Tola, the same girl we buried with our hands. Let me start from the beginning. Tola was one of those girls you just couldn't hate unless you were her stepmother. She was soft-spoken, always working, and honest to a fault. And that was the problem. If someone lied, Tola said the truth. If something went wrong, she wouldn't keep quiet about who caused it, even if it made her look bad. She didn't say things to be rude. She didn't shout. She just told the truth, calmly, clearly. Like truth was her duty. But in that house, the truth was dangerous. She lived with her father, her stepmother, and 2 stepsisters. The stepmother hated her. You could see it in the way she looked at Tola, like she was a stain she couldn't wipe off. Her stepsisters followed their mother. They mocked her, stole from her plate, and blamed her for things she didn't do. Tola never fought back. She never insulted them. She just worked, cleaned, cooked, and kept telling the truth. One day, she told a neighbor that her stepmother was mixing old meat into the food she sold at the market. That's when things got worse. They started sending her to fetch water when it was already dark. They refused to give her meat, even when there was plenty. They made her sleep on a mat near the firewood shed. Her father, he looked away. People said he was afraid of his wife, or maybe too tired to care anymore. One night, I was passing their compound. I heard crying. It was Tola. I almost knocked to check on her, but I didn't. I regret that now. Then came the night of the shouting. It started around midnight. The stepmother was screaming, saying Tola had cursed her soup. She said Tola wanted to kill her with spiritual eyes. We heard slaps. Loud ones. We heard something crash. We heard silence. By morning, they said she was dead. They told people it was fever, malaria, something simple. But even a blind man could see it wasn't fever that killed Tola. They didn't wait for her uncles or the village elders. Before the sun fully rose, they wrapped her in a white cloth, dug a grave behind the old Iroko tree, and buried her. No ceremony. No prayer. No pastor. Just 4 of us digging, me, the father, a cousin, and 1 boy from the street. The ground was soft from rain. We buried her quietly. The stepmother stood at a distance, arms folded, not a single tear on her face. I kept staring at Tola's face before we covered her. She looked like someone who had one more thing to say. But now she couldn't. Or so we thought. That evening, everything turned upside down. Just before dusk, Ao, the palm wine tapper, came running from the forest road. He was panting like a man who saw the devil himself. I saw her, he shouted. I swear. I saw Tola walking on the path, white wrapper, barefoot, coming from the trees. We laughed at first. Told him to stop drinking. But then, 3 other people said the same thing. Old Mama Risi said she saw a girl pass by her window, white wrapper, stained with red dust, heading toward the compound. A small boy said he saw Auntie Tola knock on the compound gate, then vanish. Now people were scared. We all gathered. Went to the compound. The gate was shut tight. The stepmother opened the door slowly. She was shaking. Her eyes were red like someone who hadn't slept in days. She said, "Nobody came here." But her lips were trembling. The two stepsisters, crying. One of them kept muttering, "We are sorry. We are sorry." The other kept looking toward the window, like something might come in. That night, nobody in the village slept. Then the real fear started. The next morning, the stepmother lost her voice. Just like that. She opened her mouth to speak, and nothing came out. She tried to scream. Nothing. Just air. The first daughter fell into the village well. She didn't die, but when they brought her out, her hair had turned white. She hasn't spoken since. The younger one started laughing in the market. She laughed and laughed and laughed until she collapsed. They said something touched her shadow. As for the father, he started calling Tola's name at night. We heard him weeping, saying things like, "Please forgive me," and "I should have stopped them." Some say he started seeing her sitting on the floor near the firewood shed, where she used to sleep. Some nights, you can hear someone sweeping outside the empty compound. But no one lives there anymore. I haven't gone near that grave since. Even passing by the Iroko tree makes my skin crawl. A few people say they still see a girl in white walking slowly at dusk. Barefoot. Head bowed. And every time someone lies in the village, chickens start clucking at night. Loud. Restless. As if they know something is coming. I don't know what Tola wants. Maybe she's waiting for the truth to come out properly. Maybe she just wanted someone, anyone, to stand up for her. But now, she walks alone. If you ever come to our village and find yourself on the path near the Iroko tree, don't walk alone at dusk. Don't wear white. And whatever you do, don't lie. Because if the truth can't rest in peace, neither can she.